Okay. Shoot. Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. So yeah. So finna recap real quick. Let's see. All right. Let me share this real quick, y'all. Let's see. What's good, Lobo? Much love. That's my brother there, Lobo. Just just making sure I get my notifications out. All right, they all out. So Now to recap the weekend, the Packers and the Detroit Lions. The Packers in the first half, they scored their points. They did what they had to do to score. They made plays. The Lions overcame them because the second, third string was out there. So the Packers were done. They didn't really care. The Lions just won that game. Nothing really to talk about. But the Lions, to recap their season, Jared Goff did not play that bad this year. Jared Goff actually did pretty well. He managed the team. He got the ball out the guys quick, wasn't holding on to the ball a lot. It's just that his talent was very deficient, wasn't that well. And guys was getting hurt. So Packers, this is the question for them going into the playoffs. Yeah, facts. The Raiders Chargers game was unbelievable. I'm finna get to that game. But the Packers it's either put up or shut up this year. Nobody cares about your quarterback's pinky toe or his lying about taking the googly moogly. We don't need to hear it. Yeah, they dragged that game way too long. They sure did. They dragged it. You are absolutely correct, Lobo. So this is what I'm saying is that the Packers, they have to put up or shut up, man. It's like, it's no more. It's like, look, it's done with. It's done with. Like, listen, y'all either put up or shut up. Y'all either going to win or you're not going to win. You guys got to put up. There's no more excuses. This is it, crybaby Rodgers. Now they got the team to win. If they give the ball to Dillon and Jones, run the ball, and Aaron Rodgers makes the right plays, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. But if they're trying to throw it all day, if Aaron Rodgers trying to get his stats, they're not going to win. I think the Packers are vulnerable. I think they struggle in the second half to close the game. Situational football has always been Aaron Rodgers' Achilles heel. To me, he's a front runner. If the Packers have a lead, they will win it. But in the second half, the guy starts overthrowing guys. He starts getting nervous. I don't know why. But Aaron Rodgers starts seeing ghosts when he's out there. To me, he has to play a lot better if the Packers want to go to the next level. Now, the Ravens and Steelers game, Hollywood Brown cost the Ravens the game. Period. Hollywood Brown showed you how receivers cannot catch. Receivers, you catch the ball like this. The reason you catch it, you form a diamond because this pinky, the index, and the thumb will grip the ball. And that's when you could pull it in and you run with it like this, tucked in, or you run like this with it. Hollywood Brown missed a couple passes. Then Mark Andrews was open down the middle of the field. He slipped and fell. The Pittsburgh Steelers are the most luckiest team in the world. They are going to be one and done. Now, if the Chiefs keep playing like they're playing, the Steelers can go up there and beat them because what the Steelers can do is Roethlisberger, for some reason in the second half, he starts playing better than what he does. He knows how to play under pressure. He knows how to get the ball to certain people. And he has the most game-winning drives outside of Tom Brady right now. They lead one have been in the postseason. Well, of course, Lobo. Excuse me. Of course, it's about ratings, man. What up, Still the King? Lobo, it's about ratings. You got to understand, everything is nothing but business. This is nothing but marketing and business. It's like when I grew up with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan wasn't the greatest of all time, but they made him the greatest of all time. They started pumping that machine. Who's the next Jordan? Who's the next best thing? Because it's all about the dollar, my brother. That's all it's about. But back to the Steelers. The Steelers can mess around and win next week this coming weekend against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are vulnerable. Yo, we got 7 people watching, only 2 likes. Please hit the like button. If you're not going to get in the comment section, just hit the like button and you can sit back and watch. But the Chiefs have not looked good defensively. They struggle against the run. Offensively, Patrick Mahomes cannot throw from the pocket. The Steelers are coming in with one of the best defenses this year. You got TJ Watt. You got the other guys on the team who fly with them, the linebackers. Their front 4, front 3, whatever defense they run, 34-43. Easy. You have to be able to stop the run. If Pittsburgh runs the ball with Najee Harris, it's going to be a long day with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to have a long day. If they don't shut Najee Harris down early, they're in trouble. They are in trouble. They're in trouble. Now, the Steelers, they can't start off slow. See, this is the thing. The Steelers start off slow, but the Chiefs, they finish. Yep, that's how they push Brady as the GOAT. Well, Brady is the GOAT as far as quarterbacks. But as far as football player, no, he's not the greatest football player. The greatest football player of all time is Lawrence Taylor. That's the GOAT of period of football. Like football, period. Football player, dominance, impact. Well, we can agree to disagree, but Brady with Goodell and Kraft, you could say that, but at the same time, Brady has had the most game-winning drives. His defenses have played well. It's not his fault that other teams, for some reason, in situational football, they choke, and a lot of teams have choked a lot. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor is the GOAT of football. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor is the GOAT. Lawrence Taylor is the greatest football player to ever put on pads. His impact was, we wouldn't have the Derek Thomases or the Von Millers or none of these stand-up pass rushers if it wasn't for Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor is the greatest football player. Brady's the greatest quarterback ever, but he's not the greatest football player. Lawrence Taylor, football player, I would give to Taylor because he had the ability to pass rush, break up passes. He could make run-stopping plays. The man was a freak of nature. We've never seen a Lawrence Taylor before. Right. He was on substances. He was smoking. He was drinking. He was high. And he just dominated the game. What up, Mo Black? What up, Daryl Clark? Yeah, true. You can't really have a GOAT at football, but if you look at it like Lawrence Taylor, bro, like he dominated the game without the ball in his hand. Like the guy could pass rush, run, stop. His impact on the game was tremendous. Lawrence Taylor was a freak of nature. We've never seen a Lawrence Taylor before, and we'll never see one ever again. Well, if you want to go by each position, really the positions were really made for people to follow the game. Because if you think about it, defensively, Lawrence Taylor was a linebacker he was a stand-up defensive end. That's all a 34 defense is. Your outside linebackers are really your defensive ends. Your ends are really your tackles. They just pushed out. Yeah, Tomlinson wasn't bad either, but Tomlinson, I had questions about him sitting out, not playing in that football game. Got to go with Jim Brown. Yeah, you go with Jim Brown. Jim Brown's fine. I just felt like Jim Brown did it in an era where it really wasn't that much talent. But you can't knock the man for his era. It's the same as Bill Russell. You can't get mad at Bill Russell because he played in the era he played in. He dominated. So Bill Russell's a top 5 player of all time. Like, period. He dominated. He dominated at a high level. He made players better. But where was I at? The Pittsburgh Steelers could go to Kansas City and win. Kansas City's problem is they have a tough time closing. Pittsburgh can close. They just start off real slow. Big Ben throws some of the ugliest passes I've ever seen in history. Big Ben should have retired 5 years ago. So, but the reason the Steelers won was because Marquise Brown was dropping the ball and Mark Andrews on a couple plays fell down. And defensively, the Ravens defense, to be missing their first and second string players, they still played at a high level. But hopefully Lamar Jackson will be back next year full strength, and I believe the Ravens will get to the next level. They just have to get him more weapons or just get more weapons for the team, period. They need an offensive lineman. They need a number 1 receiver, and they need another tight end to take the pressure off of Mark Andrews. And they need to get that defense better too. They got to add to that front 7 and also add to the secondary. So the Ravens will be fine the next 5-10 years. You know, that's no lie. He's a real good dude. So Big Ben tennis elbow. Right. He got the tennis elbow. Yeah, he played versus Wilt. You're right, Mo Black. He played versus Wilt. Wilt was more talented and more skilled, but Bill Russell had the intangibles. Bill Russell's intangibles were higher than Wilt's. Right. You have to consider great offensive players who had to carry us up our offense. Like I said, Daryl Clark, if you disagree with me, it's all good. But I feel Lawrence Taylor was the greatest football player ever. Just his impact, what he did on the defensive. I'm a defensive guy, so I'm biased. I'm very biased when it comes to defense and picking greatest players. I just think Lawrence Taylor was the greatest player, man. Like, ever, like football wise. But that's just me. Jim Brown could be considered. Randy Moss, Deion Sanders, Tom Brady could, he's in the top 5, top 10 of all time. Greatest quarterback we've ever seen. So it's like it's crazy. It depends on what you look at. Depends on what you like. Watch that post-game interview with Lamar after yesterday's game. Oh, Lamar Jackson. Let me see. I'll pull it up now. But yeah, Dallas and Philly. Oh, I talked about that already. Who else played? Hold on. Who else played yesterday? Trying to see who played on TV. Kansas, that was Saturday. So Sunday, Green Bay, Detroit played. Pittsburgh, Baltimore played. Right, it was San Fran and San Fran and LA played. LA got up 17-0. LA was up big. People thought it was going to be a runaway. People was like, "Oh, it's going to be a runaway." And I was saying the whole time the 49ers was going to win. I told Cino to bet the Niners, but he betted the Rams. I'm like, I don't know why you betted the Rams. The Rams' history, they do not do well against the Niners. The 49ers own the Rams. Period. They own them. The 49ers own them. They basically went into their house, fixed a big-ass sandwich, slapped the piss out their mama, and moved on. And sat on the big couch. The rocking chair. They kicked the dad off the rocking chair. Right, Lobo. Titans were up 21-0 and suddenly forgot how to play football. Exactly. In high school, we 3-4 defense. I played the weak sideline. Okay, you played the wheel backer then, which we called the rush linebacker. True outside linebacker and strong side was the Sam linebacker, which was a slash defensive end linebacker. Exactly, Feltimore. That is fact. So you played the wheel. You played the wheel / weak side backer or the weak defensive end. Yeah, the 34 is nothing but more linebackers playing. What up, C-Pen, for the win? Shout out to your Chiefs, man. Pulling off their victory, but it's going to be tough for you guys. You guys are great as far as the matchups. The Steelers, like I was saying, the Steelers are a team who can close. But to me, the Ravens mainly lost that game more than the Steelers won. Hollywood Brown dropped the ball. The Chiefs should win this game against the Steelers, but the problem's going to come is Patrick Mahomes has got to control the pocket. He's got to make plays from the pocket. He can't roll out all the time. Sometimes they're going to shut you down and box you in. You're going against a team that's a great pass rushing team. So the Kansas City Chiefs have got to run the ball. They've got to run the ball. They got to run the ball, establish the trenches, move the ball, then you could get the throwing. Then Patrick could do his running around throwing the ball because it'll open everything up. The Steelers, they're going to start off slow, give the ball to Najee Harris, let Big Ben make a few throws to get himself in rhythm. Just game manage the game. Keep the ball in Najee's hands or other playmakers on the offense. That'll be helpful for the Steelers. However, I just don't know. Big Ben's arm's been trash. So who knows? But the Niners and Rams game, the Rams choked that game away because I've been telling you guys, their team implodes. No, he doesn't, C-Pen. Mahomes was throwing balls at the dirt. He has not played good from the pocket, bro. I've been watching him the past few weeks. Mahomes rolls to his right or he rolls to his left, and he's making throws from outside the pocket, which he's very great at. And he's getting the ball to Kelsey. He's getting the ball to Tyreek Hill. He's getting the ball to Mecole Hardman. Also, I like that you guys move Mecole Hardman to the backfield. He could run the ball, do a little bit of Deebo Samuel. That helps you guys out a lot, but no, see, man, he has not looked good from the pocket. Patrick Mahomes has looked very weak from the pocket. He's got to learn how to set his feet because when he throws it, he's throwing it at the guy's foot. He's throwing it right at their feet. Then he overthrew some guys. Okay, C-Pen. I will agree to disagree, C-Pen, but I've been watching them too, dog. I got a thing on my Fire Stick where I can watch the full games, and I've been watching the full games of Patrick Mahomes that aren't televised. Patrick Mahomes has sucked from the pocket, bro. I'm telling you, he's been rolling out to his right, rolling out to his left, and he also has been running the ball from the pocket and sliding, extending the plays, which is great. Use your strengths, but he has not looked good from the pocket, bro. I will make a video and I will show you. I will break the film down and show you that he has not been looking good from the pocket. He's been terrible, and so has Josh Allen. Josh Allen has also been terrible throwing from the pocket. But no disrespect, the Chiefs are number 2 seed. You guys should win against the Steelers. You guys, I think, are probably in situational football. You guys managed to do better. Your defense has gotten a lot better as far as getting to the passer. If you guys stop the run early against the Steelers, y'all should win the game because Big Ben can't throw for shit. Big Ben looked terrible. He looked terrible against the Ravens, and he looked terrible the week before. He's been looking terrible the past 5 years. I don't know why these guys keep saying Big Ben is great. Big Ben is not great. He's terrible. He should have retired a long time ago. They won because Hollywood Brown dropped the ball numerous times. Mark Andrews fell down in the middle of the field when he could have caught it and could have extended the play. So that's how I look at it. Right, Lobo. Mahomes tends to run completely backwards and throw across his body for no reason. But that's the plays Mahomes is great at. If he can make those plays, the Chiefs should get back to the Super Bowl. I just want him to do a little better throwing from the pocket so he doesn't run around a lot. That's just me. Yeah, Big Ben should have been retired. He's gonna lose anyway. He's gonna lose that game. If they're not gonna beat the Chiefs. Their problem is Big Ben. If the Steelers had a quarterback, then the Chiefs should be worried. But the only thing I would worry about is Big Ben late for some reason. In the second half, Big Ben turns into the old Big Ben. For some reason. I don't know why. But the Rams and the Niners. Everybody thought that the Niners were just going to lose. They were down 17-0. I kept telling everybody the Rams are overrated. The Rams do not, they don't run the ball well. They tend to throw the ball too much. Defensively, if you run the ball at Aaron Donald, you will win. Aaron Donald is not that great as far as run stopping. And I said this, but everybody got mad at me when I said Fletcher Cox is a better defensive tackle than Aaron Donald. He is. Aaron Donald is the better pass rusher. He's the better pass rusher. He's the better disruptor. But Fletcher Cox is the better overall defensive tackle. He can run stop. And when he gets to the playoffs, Fletcher Cox level raises. His level raises higher. But everybody got mad at me when I said it. It showed yesterday that Aaron Donald and them guys, ever since Ndamukong Suh left, they have not been able to stop the run effectively. That's just the facts. It took them efforts 45 years to finally win a national title. Yeah. Well, they won the national title, I think, 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I think Georgia won, Q. They won the national title. He's been taking the layups a lot more during the second half. I'm mad the Chargers dumbass called a timeout. People on TV were calling Brandon Staley a good coach because he's aggressive, but he don't make smart decisions in crucial situations. Yeah, he don't. But that's his fault, Felton. Yeah, C-Pen Mahomes been taking the flats. He has been, but I'm saying consistently he's not looking good. I think he'll get better. He just needs time. I think Mahomes will get better at it, but I want to see him get a lot better at it because he got too much potential to go to waste. Yeah, Rams equal nothing but names, and that's what it showed. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and Jajon Jennings destroyed them. The Rams sec Jalen Ramsey was getting destroyed the whole game, and that other guy, number 4, got destroyed. The safeties got destroyed. Crazy. I'm glad the Niners won. I don't want to see the Saints with Taysom Hill or Trevor Siemian. Yeah, you ain't lying. Correct, C-Pen. Your team is straight because when the normal stuff gets shut down, Mahomes can make those big bombastic plays. That's true. No, they lost to Bama and the Natty 4 years and 2 days ago, like 42. Oh, okay then. Well, whatever. Georgia's Georgia's bums anyway. They always choke. They finally won. Cool. Who cares? Hey, hit the like button. We got 13 people in here, only 5 likes. I don't really care about Georgia or Alabama. Georgia's always been choking. They finally won. Give them a consolation prize. About damn time. I don't know. I done seen them choke so much. How is the Chargers coach supposed to know the other team would kneel and bail him and the Chargers out? The Chargers should have kept Anthony Wynn, whatever his name is. Anthony Wynn should have stayed. Josh John Jennings from Tennessee, you already know. Facts, Jennings is a beast. The Tennessee boys, I told you, Lobo, them Tennessee boys don't play. But the Rams' problem is this. The Rams have got to understand. You have got to establish the run. You have got to get the ball to your playmakers defensively. You've got to be better at stopping the run. This is why I told people HD just can't get them boys credit tonight. Okay, C-Pen. To me, Alabama lost this more than Georgia won. I'm not going to lie to you. Georgia played good, but Alabama made some bad decisions, and offensively, they did not look good offensively. They were running some remedial plays. Georgia's defense, they played great. Georgia got some guys who going to be playing on Sundays on that defense. But overall, C-Pen, Georgia didn't look good to me. I mean, I'm not trying to hate. Congratulations, Georgia. You won. You deserved it. It's been forever, about goddamn time. I just feel like Georgia has had way better teams than this team that should have won. Alabama just lost this game. That's just me personally. I think Alabama lost it. I think the quarterback for Alabama threw too many ugly ducks. He didn't get the ball to certain people. And then the number one guy got hurt. When he got hurt, it's like they didn't know how to run plays on offense no more. It was crazy. I'm scared the Niners might pound us with the run game. You should be scared still, the King, but Friday I will explain to you my picks. I will show you how Dallas can win, and I can show you how the Niners can win still, the King. Stetson Bennett is not good. If he gets to the league and play on Sundays, he'll probably be a good solid backup, but I don't see him being a starter. Bama wide receivers was hurt. They had no explosive offensive players. Exactly, still the King. I think people trying to compare the Rams this year to the Bucks a year ago, no, they're not us. Because we had Tom Brady, they don't. They got a choke artist. That's what happens when you have Bill O'Brien as the offensive coordinator. He refused to change the protection against the blitzes Georgia sent that. I forgot Bill O'Brien was their offensive coordinator. Now it explains everything why Alabama lost. Got to get rid of Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien is the worst offensive coach / head coach in history. He's terrible. All he does is call the same plays. He don't switch up. You are right, C-Pen. Still the King. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, I'm going to tell you Friday, still the King. I know how you guys can beat them. It's so easy to beat the Niners. Nobody just hasn't figured it out yet. But you can beat them guys. When Jamo got hurt, Bama's receiving core was cooked. Facts, C-Pen, you right. He's not even a good backup. Facts, Q Lee. He's not good. Bennett is trash. Alabama lost that game, bro. Alabama lost that game. Georgia was not impressive. Georgia should have got beat by 2 touchdowns, but Bill O'Brien don't know how to call shit. He sucks. If Stetson does make it to the league, he'll only be holding the clipboard. That man is going to be selling real estate in 5 years. Facts. Daryl Clark, Flores, the Oakland Raiders, and they trade for Deshaun Watson possibly. I'm hearing Flores might go to the Houston Texans. I'm hearing he might go to the Houston Texans, and I'm hearing if he does, Deshaun Watson wants to play under him. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm not sure. We got to see. But if he go to the Raiders, I would trade for Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, every fan base already got their signs up. Please come to our team. Like I told people, Deshaun Watson is a top 5 quarterback. Period. He's on the echelon of Brady, Rodgers, Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. He's on that level. Every team in the playoffs this year can be beat. Last year we had dominating. Yeah, you're right, still the king. Every team this year is the same. Now, the Rams have an identity crisis. The Rams don't know if they want to be the St. Louis Rams, the greatest show on turf, or if they want to be the new Rams, which is pretty, got the names, look good in their jerseys. They don't want to hit nobody. Like, what is their identity? The Rams need to run the ball. Matt Stafford cannot play 30 to 40 attempt games. You're going to lose. The more Matt Stafford has the ball, the more your team will lose. I put my check on it. Matt Stafford is not to be trusted. He is not good in the clutch, and he is not good at moving the ball. He's terrible. Why Stetson Bennett look like a 35-year-old dentist? Lobo's stupid as hell. He look like a 35-year-old dentist. Yeah, everybody want Watson. Side note, F the Miami Dolphins. That's why their franchise been in poverty for yeah. They fired Brian C. Penn. They fired Brian Flores because of his treatment towards Tua and another coach, I think it was. Hold on, let me see. I got it right here. This is the dumbest thing I ever heard. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Trying to remember. Deshaun's a top 3 quarterback in my eyes. Cool. Matt Stafford is about my age, early mid 30s. No, F the Tampa Bay Bucks. Yeah, F them too. The Tampa Bay Bucks dirty as hell. Flores definitely wanted them to trade Tua for Watson mid-year. That's probably one of the conflict. Yeah, it's one of them. I'm trying to find it. And a lot of the Dolphin players are shocked. They're surprised. They're surprised as hell. And the Dolphins are saying they didn't fire him because of his coaching. He basically lost it because of the relationships he struggled to make and maintain. Flores' relationship with Dolphins GM Chris Greer and Tua Tagovailoa had deteriorated to pretty bad place. And the Dolphins owner Stephen Ross said an organization can only function if it's collaborative and works well together. If anyone would know why Flores got fired, it's that guy. He did it. So that's why he so so that's why I want left with with Feltimore. You're right. Stephen Ross and the black general manager decided to part ways with Flores because of disagreement with the coaching staff and new direction the team want to go to. Exactly. Yeah, I do too, Q Lee. The current GM been with the organization for 20 years and they only have made the playoffs 3 times during that span, all one and done seasons, but he still keep his job. F him. I agree, C-Pen. You think the Dolphins gonna pull a Golden State, Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr move? I don't know, man. We'll see, but I don't think the Dolphins are gonna be fine. Tua sucks, dog. Tua's not that guy. They got to find another quarterback. Yeah, he is the scapegoat, but Matt, I can't spell my last name for Carolina has a job. Right, Daryl Clark. Yep, exactly. That's how I go, Lobo. Now the Chargers and the Rams basically they have an identity crisis. They have to figure out if they want to run the ball, or if they want to throw the ball. They've got to find a way to have a conducive offense because their offense is terrible defensively. I kept saying this for the past 3-4 years. They do not have any linebackers. That's why they don't stop the run well. That's why they don't stop the run well. They don't stop the run well because they don't run the ball well. And I mean, they don't have the linebackers to stop it. It's like how you don't have the linebackers. Aaron Donald's not great at stopping the run. The reason they were so good that one year is because Ndamukong Suh, that Super Bowl year, Ndamukong Suh was the reason they were winning. Like they were shutting the run down. Now you don't have that no more. You're very vulnerable. And I think the Cardinals might pull the upset. I think the Cardinals are going to Los Angeles, and I think they'll beat them. I think they could. Seriously. 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 Because the Cardinals do way better on the road than at home. They suck at home. So you gotta look at that situation. That's how it is. The Warriors, the Rams have to get better at that. But I think the Cardinals are going to go into LA and I think they could win. And I'm going to tell you why I think that. But the Rams have really not been looking good. And Odell Beckham, I told you guys, Odell Beckham is not good. But you guys kept trying to tell me he was good. And I was like, look, Odell Beckham is overrated. He was overrated at LSU. Jarvis Landry and that other guy were better receivers than he was. They knew how to run routes. Odell Beckham can't run any routes. He can't run routes well. He's very athletic, but when you lose your athleticism, you want to basically get better at throwing routes. I mean, doing routes. Because if you do routes, it'll help you later in your career. So when you lose that athleticism, it's easy for you to get off of the jam. It's easy for you to run the slant, get a hitch. It's easy for you to do multiple things. And I think people forget and fail to realize that. That's why Shannon Sharp was so great in Baltimore when he played in Baltimore, because he could still run routes. He could still get open. He still could catch. Let's see. And it's a buddy. Yep. White. Yep. Bill O'Brien. Trash. And it's a buddy business on top of that. Yep. I agree, Lobo. Yeah, C-Pen, I agree. Kyler definitely getting the Rams up out of there. That's a 50-50 game. Both of them effers can't trust them Flavor Flav boys. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Stevie, no wonder. What up, bro? I don't trust the Cards coach. Me neither. What up, AB? The real AB, not Antonio Brown. Yeah, I know. I did a review on it earlier. I did the Power episode earlier today. We talked about those beautiful women out there on the show. Rams got no home field advantage. Every home game, the opponent's fans take over. That's facts. You're right. What's your thoughts on Bengals Raider game this Saturday? I think the Raiders can go into Cincinnati and win. I think the Raiders can win, and this is how the Raiders can win. Watch me on Friday. I'm explaining to you why I think the Raiders could win. I think the Raiders, I will tell you Friday why I think the Raiders will win. Robert Woods, Cam Akers, now Jordan Fuller, just wasn't Rams years, too many injuries to overcome. It's not that, Tribe. I'm with C. Penn. It's more so trust Matthew Stafford to blow it. I just believe Matthew Stafford's going to blow the game. He blew the San Francisco game. He was throwing ducks all over the place. He was throwing ducks all over the place. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you guys have to understand, Stafford has been this way since Georgia. He always got hurt at Georgia, and he always choked in big games. That's how David Green got his start, because Stafford would always get hurt. But the Rams, they lost the game because Deebo Samuel, Jaja Jennings, and Brandon Ayuk, and that number 25 in the backfield, and that linebacker for the Niners, Greenway and Fred Warner. For the linebackers for the Niners, they destroyed the Rams. The Rams had nothing they could do to stop those two linebackers. Greenway was hitting dudes late. Greenway got he got a personal foul. Greenway was just hitting dudes late, and then Fred Warner was cheap shotting dudes. The 49ers was playing like the old school Raiders. Yeah, me too, C-Pen. I had the Raiders winning too. For sure. The car is going to mess it up. Watch. I don't think it's gonna be because of Carr. I'm gonna tell you why I think the Raiders gonna win. Stafford Wiki should have more than 2 teams on it with all the passes that go to the. Shout out to Lobo with the jokes tonight. Stafford's Wikipedia should have more than 2 teams on it with all the passes that go to the other team. Facts. The NBA want no smoke with the Super Bowl ratings. They had to move all the star game a week further. Of course, they had to, Daryl Clark. They don't want that smoke. Yeah, congrats to Georgia for national champions, but it was more Alabama losing than Georgia winning. Sorry to burst your bubble to everybody. The Chargers and the Rams game, I told everybody the Chargers is going to lose. The Raiders won that game because of pure toughness, and they tried to screw the Raiders. They tried to screw the Raiders late in that game. It was a travesty, and they still kept it. Josh Jacobs in overtime took the game over. He told Carr, give me the damn ball, move, ran the clock out, kicked the field goal to win. The they are like the San Diego Chargers. The Los Angeles Chargers, when they went for it on that 4th and 1, that was the dumbest play I ever seen. They ran the ball right up the A-gap to the teeth of the Raiders defense. It's them 2 interior tackles. And they shut it down. They got the ball back, and they were able to extend their lead. The Chargers play calling and their head coach, I would have fired his ass right after that game. Because all season he been doing that same dumb shit, going for it on 4th down, overthinking, running these dumb plays, and then they trying to say he a genius. Man, get the hell out of here. Anthony Lynn still should be a coach. Anthony Lynn should have still been the coach. No, Raiders not winning the Super Bowl, but they are going to win the first round. I believe they can. No point in pushing the Chargers when the Raiders are a feel-good story and LA Charger fans don't exist. That's facts, Lobo. Raiders have the bigger fan base, and John Madden just died. So, and then the John Gruden fiasco. Yep, C-Pen, Brandon Staley equals Madden coach. I watched that game. The Raiders should have been a blowout, but he usually played close. Yeah, the Raiders should have blew them out by 2 touchdowns, but Derek Carr turned into no car. Driving no car, dog. That's what he turning in. Because he was throwing some dumb passes. He was getting sacked. He was just scared, dog. He played scared as hell. Max Kellerman defending Stafford, saying if he wins a Super Bowl, then he's in the Hall of Fame. Even if they advance, don't win, people won't blame Stafford. Keyshawn check Max for that dumb comment. Yeah, shout out to Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn Johnson be checking that boy. How you not gonna blame Max Stafford if y'all don't win, Max? I told y'all Max Kellerman an idiot. He does this stuff for attention. Oh yeah, Markel, the playoffs are gonna be fire this year because you don't know who's gonna win. Everybody could lose. Any team could be vulnerable. Man, Justin Herbert with a smart coach gonna be tough in that West. Yeah, Herbert needs a smarter coach, and they need a consistent run game. And they need a defense. The Chargers need a defense and a consistent run game. And a new coach. And primetime games be on BS majority of the time because the Raiders definitely should have won in regulation. I was hot when they ran that Mariota package 2 plays in a row instead of giving it to Josh Jacobs the ball. Fact, C-Pen. Josh Jacobs, I don't know why they don't give him the ball, but Josh Jacobs in the overtime, he just told them, get out the way, give me the ball, and he just dominated. Josh Jacobs, man, dominated. The Monday WC game is going to be something. Yeah, it is. I agree. But in the national title, congrats to Georgia, but Alabama lost this game. There was no adjustments on offense. They didn't run the ball enough to me. To me, that's Alabama's calling card. Every Alabama team that won the national title, hell, even last year, Najee Harris, they had a running game. If you don't run the ball, you're not going to win. Shout out to Georgia's defense. Their defense was adjusting. They were sending different blitz packages, different pressure packages. They were actually jamming the receivers. But offensively, Georgia's offense is terrible. Bennett is trash. I don't care what y'all tell me. Bennett is trash. Bennett can't throw a damn ball that far. But before he threw that long bomb to the end zone that put him up, he was terrible. NFL playoffs just hit different, personally speaking. What about you, HD? Absolutely. NFL is the greatest sport in America. Greatest sport in America, man. Chargers miss Melvin Gordon. Austin Heckler is good, but he's not as right. But Melvin Gordon problem is he get hurt too much. And I think he got into it with the Chargers management. I think him and Chargers management didn't get along. They got us playing a noon game, bro. Well, we got to whoop some ass at noon, AB. Got to whoop some ass at noon. Them Eagles are not going to be easy to beat. Chargers let Melvin Ingram go too, which was stupid. Yeah, that was dumb. But the reason they let him go is, I guess, because he gets hurt a lot. Melvin Gordon gets hurt way too much. And if you get hurt a lot, you're really not going to make it in this league. But yeah, the national title, what I thought about it, bad play calling, no adjustment on the offensive end for Alabama. They gave this game to Georgia. They should have won this game. But Georgia, shout out to y'all. Y'all took it. But yeah. Oh man, I don't Felton. I'm gonna be watching it. I might do a live. So anything y'all want to ask me, man? Anything you guys want to ask me about the football games and what you think about it? Ask me any question right now. Because Bill O'Brien is the Bama All OC. Yeah, we figured that out, AB. Who's your final Super Bowl matchup? I told you my Super Bowl matchup: Titans versus the Bucks. I'm still sticking with the Titans. What NFL game am I excited for this weekend? The game I'm excited for this weekend is my game. I think the game I'm looking forward to, and this is no BS. I want to see the Bills versus the Patriots. They play each other in the playoffs. I want to see what Mac Jones do in the playoffs. The Bills and the Patriots are the game I'm very intrigued to watch. I think that's going to be a great game. So, yeah. Who do I want to see in the Super Bowl? Titans versus the Bucks. That's who I want to see. Where do you think Aaron Rodgers ranks all time if he win a championship? Aaron Rodgers, whether he wins a championship or don't, he's in my top 25. Maybe top 30. Top 25 or top 30. Josh Allen is one and done. Watch. Hey, I believe it. I believed Patriots might beat them. What up, Andrew Smith? Yeah, you sure did yesterday. Show your age. Well, which QB has the most pressure? Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has the most pressure of any quarterback in the damn playoffs. He got the most pressure. If he doesn't win this year, it's trouble. The Bucks will not repeat. I feel you, Kraken. Also 7020p stream. True. Which QBs have the most pressure in the playoffs? Aaron Rodgers, Matt Stafford, Dak Prescott, um, Mac Jones, Josh Allen. Which QBs? The QBs that had the most pressure. I said it. A-Rod got the most pressure to win. Yep, Aaron Rodgers has the most pressure to win. We got to do a top 10, 15 black QBs list. All right, Q, I try to set that up. Imagine it's like the Cardinals versus Steelers. Imagine it's like the Cardinals versus Steelers in the playoffs. No, hold on, my bad. We got imagine it's like the Cardinals versus Steelers in the Super Bowl. Facts, that'll be crazy. That'll be real crazy. Part 2, run it back, and the Cardinals will win it. If the Cardinals play the Steelers, they would win. But depending on where they're at. So we got which teams do you trust the least in the playoffs? The team I trust the least in the playoffs, the Cincinnati Bengals. I do not trust the Bengals, and I do not trust the Los Angeles Rams. Let's see. Steve and they're going to be on that list. Oh, absolutely. What coach to you has the most pressure to win? Excuse me. The coach who has the most pressure on him, in my opinion, is going to be Sean McVay. Sean McVay as a head coach got the most pressure on him with the Rams. Yeah, that's true, Daryl Clark. Let's see. What coach? If the Cardinals win the championship, it would be kind of sad. Yeah. Do you think Tom Brady could play in the 80s or 90s? Yeah, Tom Brady could play in the 80s or 90s. He could have. The only thing he would have to adjust is he wouldn't be able to get away with a lot of those float passes he throw. A lot of those passes that he stay in the pocket and complete. But yeah, he could have played in the 80s or 90s. He would have just had to adjust, but he'd have been fine. Nah, Q. Andy Reid got he got time. He won a Super Bowl and went back to one. Would you sign Aaron Rodgers a free agent? Man, I wouldn't sign Aaron Rodgers if he was the last quarterback on the market. Hell no. But yeah. Thank y'all for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if y'all love what you hear, go to the description box, hit that link, take you to my Cash App, and you could donate $1 or $1,000,000. Whatever you're willing to give, we'll accept. Thank you for listening. And we are out. La boy.